What's up, everybody? This is Dion, and welcome back for another episode on the channel. We're switching things up a little bit here, and we are going to not do cards or, jerseys in this one. In this episode, we are going to pick our Euro 2020 picks, and we are going to do that by using the Euro 2020 tournament predictor. Uh, as on the screen there, it shows all the different teams. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it here, and we will just start in each group and go on down the line here. In Group A, we've got Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy. I definitely think Italy is going to be going to win that group, and I believe that Wales will come in second in that group. And then I think I'm going to have to go with Switzerland over Turkey, and I think Turkey will end up being last. So that's going to be Group A. Group B, we have Russia, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland. Without a doubt, in this one, I think that I think Belgium is definitely going to be first in the top of that group, and then with a close second, though, I think Denmark. Then for third in this group, I will have to go with Russia and then Finland. Yes, I know that maybe those two could be flip-flopped. That one's going to be a really close group, I feel like. So now we're going to move over to Group C. You got Austria, North Macedonia, Ukraine, and the Netherlands. This is definitely going to be an easy one for the Netherlands, I think. And to be honest, I don't know too much about the rest of these teams. I don't know. But I think Austria will come in second, Ukraine in third, and then I will say North Macedonia will finish fourth in that group. So moving right along here, we're going to move into Group D. So we've got Scotland, England, Croatia, and the Czech Republic. This is going to be a pretty good group. I do believe that England is going to come out as number one in this group, and but it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close between all of them, to be honest. But really, three of them. I think Scotland is going to put up a fight, and then Croatia is Croatia, and they're going to put up a fight. And actually, for second in this group, I am going to go with Croatia. Third, I'm going to go with Scotland, and then I'm going to go with the Czech Republic. It is going to be very close between these two, but I think Scotland is going to pull through as the third in that group. Moving on to Group E, we have Poland, Spain, Sweden, and is that Slovakia? Yes, that is Slovakia. Just making sure I didn't say them up at the top there in one of the other groups. This is going to be a close one too, even though it is not it is not Group F over here, the death group over here. But I think Spain will finish first in this one. I'm going to go with Poland as coming in second in this group. I just think that they'll be a little bit better than Sweden. Really, it'll probably be like a goal difference between those two to separate 2 and 3. And then I'm going to go with Slovakia, number 4. And then the group of death, Group F. You got Portugal, France, Germany, and Hungary. Poor Hungary, they are going to be in 4th. But this is how I'm going to go with Group F. I believe France is going to take it. I saw their lineup for the friendly, which was today, which which is the second. I saw their lineup, and man, if they play well, they're going to be unstoppable. I feel like. So yeah, and then for number two, I am going to go with Portugal. I think Portugal is going to be better than Germany in this. I know that in years past, Germany has really kind of struggled, to be honest, but they're always there. They're always, I don't know how to really put it, but they're always there and they stay in it for the long haul. But I do think Portugal will get number two in this. And then number three is Germany and then Hungary. So that's how the groups are laid out for my picks here. So you got Italy, Belgium, Netherlands, England, Spain, and France, all number ones in this. And then the number twos, you got Wales, Denmark, Austria, Croatia, Poland, Portugal, all going through because of that. But now that we got to pick the four best third place teams. Obviously, Germany, I think will be one of those teams. I might be biased, but I got to go with Scotland. I feel like they will make it to the knockout stages. And so we come down to Sweden, Ukraine, Russia, and Switzerland. I got to see the highlights of the friendly between Switzerland and the U.S. I think they're a pretty good team, and I think that they're going to go through. And then I'm on this last spot. I'm stuck between Russia and Sweden. But I feel like Sweden is going to. I'm going to have to go with Sweden to go through as the third place best team. So we're just moving right along here, and we are going to go to the round of 16. So the first one's here. We've got Belgium versus Sweden, and I think Belgium is going to go through pretty easily on that one. You got Italy and Austria. I feel like Italy will come out on top on this one. It might be close, but I think Italy will come out. France is definitely the better team over Switzerland, so we've got to go with France. This is a good matchup. Croatia and Poland. I'm going to have to go with Croatia. I think they have the better players, the more experienced players. I know that you have the big name Lewandowski in Poland. I just don't think that they could top the Croatian team. So I'm going to have to go with Croatia there. So we got Spain and Scotland. I so badly want to pick Scotland for this, just to have an upset in here. But I think Spain has the better team. I just don't think Scotland can hang. Let's save this matchup for last. So let's skip down here. The Netherlands and Germany. I'm making this after the friendly that Netherlands had with Scotland. And they didn't look too bad. Obviously, they didn't play their best players the whole game. And they went down 1-0, tied it up, went down 2-1, and then tied it up right at the end of the game. And then Germany's Germany. They have a good team, and like I said, they hang around and they hang around. And to be honest, I think they're going to hang around, and they are actually going to beat the Netherlands here and move on. So let's move down here. We've got Wales and Denmark. Two pretty good teams. Middle of the pack, I guess, is how I would maybe put them. But I think Wales will get the W here and move on to play Germany. So we're coming back up here. We've got the England and Portugal game. Man, so much star power in both of these teams. And this is a hard one. This is a hard one to pick. These guys should really, both of these teams could easily, not easily, but I think both of these teams could actually win the whole tournament, to be honest, besides France. This is a tough one. I really like, the players on Portugal. I also like players on England. England has struggled lately, but I don't know. I think I got a feeling. I think that England are going to upset Portugal, even though I know Ronaldo is probably going to come, for blood. I think this is going to be one of the last times we see him in a tournament like this, maybe. I'm not, just my prediction. But I think that the players that England have, I think that England are going to beat Portugal to move on. So now we're going up here, and we're going to look at the quarterfinals matchups. So we got Belgium versus Italy. I will have to say that I think Belgium is the better team in this one. So far, Belgium, I feel like, has, out of this, how this has ended up, Belgium has had the easiest road to the semifinals. So we move down here to France versus Croatia. I'm sorry, Croatia. I don't think you stand a chance to France. So yeah, I think France are moving on. And what a matchup this is going to be. So we're moving down here. We've got Spain versus England. Both teams are really good, but I will have to say that I believe England is the better side than Spain. Really, I wish this matchup would have been here instead of Spain being here. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to go with England to move on. And then down here we got Germany versus Wales. This one might be right here. I will say that this one will probably, if this is a game in the quarterfinals, it's Germany against Wales, we will need overtime, extra time, to decide these winners, and maybe even PKs. But I believe that Germany is going to make a push, and they're going to be the ones that go through to the semifinals here. So moving on, our semifinals are Belgium versus France, England versus Germany. Man, what good teams! This is definitely very hard to pick from. I mean, even back in the the round of 16 with Portugal and England, and even Croatia and Poland, that was a hard one to choose. But between Belgium and France, I think if France hold it together, they will beat Belgium. I believe that they definitely have the star power with all the different players that they have. France should be unstoppable. To be honest, I could see France repeating as World Cup champions in 2022, as long as everyone's healthy and everyone is performing well. So I will have to say that France wins this game. And then, so in the second game, we have England versus Germany. I feel like once at this point, if England make it to the semifinals, I feel like they're going to make it to the finals. I don't think anybody is going to stand in their way of that. I think they're going to build up momentum, and if they do make it to the semifinals, they're going to make it to the finals. So we're to the final here. We've got France versus England. And boy, what a matchup. A lot of star power in this one, too. But France, I keep coming back to France having all these good players. And but but England does too. And one of my favorite players in the world right now is Harry Kane. I hope that he ends up somewhere club wise where he can win trophies because I think he deserves that. I think he is good enough. He's really good, actually. He deserves that. That's how good he is, I believe. And I think that his trophy winning is going to start with the Euros here in 2020. I think that England will upset France in the final. If this happens, England will upset them, and I will say that the score will be 2-1, and I will say that Harry Kane scores the winning goal between the 70th and the 90th minute, and he's going to score it on a header. I don't know why. I don't know why I think that, but I believe that is what it's going to be, and it's going to be them. I think that they have the team to do it. They're going to upset France in this. But like I said earlier, whenever I was talking about the semifinals, I believe France can repeat as the World Cup champions, especially if they would lose this to England like that. I believe that France will come back with vengeance and in the World Cup go on to win it. But we're talking about the Euros. I am picking England to win 2-1. So thank you for watching. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. And then in the comments below, please tell me what your selections are and your predictions for the Euro 2020. And again, thank you for watching.